Good afternoon, everybody. It's Ryan Holder, Ryan Holder Outdoors. Come back to you, wanted to do a quick little video. Might try to make this a series this year in 2026. We'll see how many fish we can catch and how good we do so far. 2026 has been good to us. I've actually surprised my own self. Caught 5 fish the other week. Week before that, caught 1, lost 1. Week before that, caught 1 and lost 2 pike. And 2 months before that, I caught a pike, which that was my first fish of 2026. So been pretty good. I don't usually fish this much this early. Been having some success. Weather's been kind of nice. I've been itching to get out, so I've been getting out. Not gonna get out this weekend, spend some time with family. Got some exciting things coming up at the end of the month. Stay tuned for March 28th, March 29th. Maybe that week, I'll let out some tidbits of what's going to be going on and happening. Going to be trying out 2 different things, 2 different places, and 2 different buddies, and totally looking forward to it. So y'all stay tuned. It's going to be some different stuff coming to the channel that you have not seen in past times. Looking forward to y'all seeing that. I hope I do well. I hope I can get some content for you all from what's going to be coming. So stay tuned. Last weekend of March and that first week of April, if everything goes well, you'll start seeing the content. But the last week of March, I'll start letting the cat out the bag a little bit about what's going to be going on. All right, so what I might make a series about of this is my setups when I catch fish. I'm terrible about doing it on the water. I catch fish, I get excited. Y'all have seen that in the videos. Especially, like I said, this time of the year, I don't usually have a lot of luck. So these fish I have caught, I've been just totally tickled pink, even from this to this big. So the biggest one I've caught this year so far has been about 3.5 pounds. It was 3.48. So anyway, that was pretty awesome. That was actually my first bass of 2026. So what we'll do as we go throughout the year and we catch fish, I think I might just during the week sometime or a rainy day or something when I can't get on the water, I'll go over my setups from the last few fishing trips on what I've caught them on. I'll try to speak of them on the water, but at home, I will actually go through a little bit more of it. So y'all tell me what you think you might want to call this series. If y'all got any ideas, I'm terrible at imagination and coming up with things on my own. So y'all let me know what you think. Let me know if you care to see this or not. If not, I won't do it at all. Or I just might do it and y'all can come back and watch it later on. And if you don't, just keep on scrolling. All right, so what we caught the almost 3.5 pounder on, we'll start with this. This is what y'all, I know y'all have heard me talk about it a lot already, but this is the Booyah One Knocker. The color is Rayburn. It's a lipless, as you can see. I think my key to this has been it's a 1/4 ounce. It's lightweight. I've been throwing it anywhere from 3 to 6 foot of water. I've had great success. This past weekend when I went, I caught all 5 fish on this one bait right here. I didn't even need to take another rod or reel bait with me. Could have left everything at the house. I love it. So my rig and setup here, this line has been on this reel for probably a year or 2 now. It's fluorocarbon, but I forget the poundage on it. I kind of overkill some of my stuff. So I'm gonna say I think this is probably either 15 or 20 pound fluorocarbon that I have on here. This is Seaguar. Y'all know me, I like my Seaguar. I've talked a lot about my Seaguar. This is the red label, I do know that. And my rod and reel setup, as you know, probably can guess, it is the Shimano SLX XT. Okay, that is my go-to bait casting reel. This is the Shimano SLX XT 150 HG, low profile, fits great in my hand. Absolutely love this reel, super smooth, great braking system. Very rarely do I backlash. These brakes have not been touched since I pretty much started fishing this reel, and this is one of my originals that I had first got. The gear ratio on this, if I can get that in there and you can see that, that is 7.2 gear ratio. If you can, I'm trying to get so you can see that there. 7.2 gear ratio. Shimano SLX XT, low profile, absolutely great reel. The price has gone up. They were kind of in my range at one time. They're kind of gotten out a little out of hand with tariffs and everything else in the world, but they're a great reel. So my rod setup here, probably my most favorite rod that I have. They went up on the price too, and if I could have this rod in every single one, I absolutely would. And I know y'all don't hear me talk about them much anymore because I've gotten other rods that are a little bit more affordable, so I could get the Shimano reel. But this is the Halo right here, the Halo XD3 Pro rod. I have 2 of these, and I absolutely love the Halo rods. If I could have every one, I absolutely would. Y'all need to check out Halo. You can check them out at American Bait Networks, American Bait Works, or I got these off Tackle Warehouse to make it easy. When I first got these 2 rods, they were $99 a piece. I believe now they're up to $120, $125 at Tackle Warehouse. This rod setup is, put this away before I get hurt, my medium rod, 7'3", Halo XD3 Pro is what this is here. And like I said, I have this tied up and rigged up with my Shimano with my Seaguar line. Definitely check out, Halo does make a lower price point rod. It's called the Rave series. It only comes in like a 7 or 7.2, and then the 7 foot is like a medium heavy and the 7.2 is like a heavy. So I don't have that yet. I would like to get that rod because like I said, I do love the Halos, but I've been trying to get some different power rods. I've gotten way too many medium heavies and stuff. So I do have 2 of these Halo rods like I did speak of. The other one is my medium heavy. And I do have that, that is my top water setup. When I get into some top water catching in the summer, I will go over that setup with you all. All right, so that's what I've been catching them on so far. Most of my bass have been on this right here this month of March. I did not fish any in February because we had crappy, terrible weather the month of February, and I only got on the water once in January. So that's where all my luck has been. I haven't caught a lot of fish on this, but I figured I would just go over the setup super quick because this whole setup, everything right here is completely new. So what we got here, this is another, I'll let you guess, Shimano SLX XT. Okay, this is the 150, but I got this one in a 6.3 gear ratio. If you can see that. 6.3 to 1 gear ratio. This is the SLX XT, low profile. Again, fits great in my hand. Absolutely love it. My good buddy SP is in Powers Fishing. He referred me to this rod company. He's into the BFS type bass fishing. And I'm kind of not, but I like throwing finesse stuff, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But I mainly only like throwing like the 3/16 ounce stuff. I'm not, anyway. So he referred me to, because I had a hard time last year with my 3/16 ounce swim jigs. I was throwing them on like 7 foot rods, mediums and medium heavies, and 7.3 medium heavies. And I was having a hard time feeling the bite. I lost a lot of fish last year on that swim jig because I just did not feel the bite. And I think I had the fish for a while. By the time I set the hook, they had started to spit it out. So I snagged them on the way out, whatever the case may be. That's my assumption. I don't know that for sure, but I did lose a lot of fish. Could not feel the bite like I wanted to. Anyway, SP Fishing, check him out, YouTube. He referred me to this company out of Texas, American made, which is called Old 18. Now they do make other bass rods, so definitely check them out. But however, what I got here, this is a Kinetic, by Old 18 Kinetic rod. This is a 7 foot medium light, okay? So I can throw, the rod is set up for 6 to 12 pound tests, which I can tell you I have 12 pound test, Seaguar Basics line spooled up on the Shimano SLX XT, okay? And the weight, lure weight here is 1/8 to 3/8 ounce jig on this rod. To me, it would be pretty heavy. I've got 3/16 ounce. This is what I wanted to throw on it. Now, the other week at the Dyson Reservoir, check out that video on YouTube, just uploaded it a week or two ago. I caught a fish on this setup. I was throwing around, this is a Blue Rock custom tackle. This is what they call their 1099 jig. And this is kind of their all around jig. It can be a casting, skipping, flipping, swim it, whatever type jig that you may want it to be. I did say in the video, I did not know the color of this jig. I want to say how much Blue Rock impressed me is he heard and I guess watched my video, and I tagged them in it, and he commented back on me and told me what the color of this was. And I thought that was awesome. So big thank you to shout out to Blue Rock Custom Tackle for getting back to me on that. I didn't even ask, but this is called the Ozark Crawl is the color of this. And I did catch one fish and hooked another and lost it at the kayak on this, all on the same day, same reservoir. And this is their trailer. This is the Trash Chunk trailer. Pretty much just a chunk trailer, but they added their kick to it, which I thought was pretty cool. So it's called a Trash Chunk trailer. Great hook setup. Definitely tell it's tied. I hooked that one. I lost the other one. I don't. That was failure on my end. That had nothing to do with the company. Don't know what happened there, but that one I did hook. I mean, he was hooked good. I got photos of it and video of it on the YouTube, so you can definitely check that out. But great jig, I love it. It throws great on this rod. That was, I didn't weigh that fish, but he was chunky. He was probably about a 16 and a half inch fish. And I mean, this rod held up awesome. I mean, it was a good hook set. I got the 7 foot. I almost got the 610, but I got the 7 foot because I really wanted to be able to throw jigs with it, not just to swim, throw jigs with it and not just swim jigs. So I wanted to be able to kind of skip that kind of thing. And like I said, I mean, it's got a decent sized spinnerbait, you know, shallow diving crankbait. I kind of got this to be very versatile. As you've heard me say before, I like having multi-purpose setups. I don't have the money to have a rod and reel for every single way that I fish, bait and tackle wise. So anyway, that's this setup. Only caught one fish, hooked another, lost it on this setup so far this year, month of March. This one here is what I've caught everything on so far the month of March. Booyah Bait Company, 1 knocker, color Rayburn, 1/4 ounce, Halo XD3 Pro rod, Shimano SLX XT, medium casting rod, 7.2 gear ratio. Both reels, all reels except my spinning reels right now have Seaguar. I have not changed over my spinning reel setups to that yet, Seaguar line, but I plan to do so. Hey, look, y'all be sure to check out Hooked on Yak Fishing on Facebook. That's a group a couple of my buddies and I have gotten going. Y'all please head over there. It's for kayak fishing, but we want everybody over there. If you saltwater fish, you freshwater fish, if you fish out of a tin rig, john boat, fiberglass boat, kayak, whatever, head on over there, give it a like, subscribe, follow, post us your pictures and fish pictures, fish videos, kayak setup, your boat setups, ask questions. Feel free to just chime in. We want it to be a place where people can come and ask questions and not get ridiculed for asking questions that they may not know. We want people to learn. So that's Hooked on Yak Fishing, YAK Fishing on Facebook, a free public group for everybody to head over. So if you've already joined, please invite your other friends to join it as well, as long as they fish. And if they don't fish and they just want to see fish pictures, you know, if you're disabled or unable to fish and you just want to see other people's fish catches and videos and pictures, then head on over there and hit that follow and like button over there on Hooked on Yak Fishing. We definitely thank you for that. As always, Ryan Holder Outdoors, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the places, and head over there, like, follow, subscribe. Feel free to comment. Like I said, I might make this a series. Y'all let me know what you might want to call it or come up with to call this. But like I said, maybe every couple fishing trips when I catch something, we'll go over the gear setups and the tackle setups that I was catching them on and the baits that I was using. If y'all have any questions on these two setups, y'all please hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you got, and I'll do my best to help you and refer you to what you might be looking for, or I'll definitely send the link to these setups here. Thank y'all for your time. Y'all have a good day.